Thank you.
That's One Woman Army, first single from the latest album from Kate Earl, Stronger. How you doing, Kate?
I'm doing quite well, and how are you?
I'm doing good. So I was reading your website, and on the day that you released Stronger, or close to when you released Stronger, you said, "It's a proud moment for me. Just a year ago, I was selling my guitar to make ends meet for my baby and I."
That's right.
What was that like?
Well, to be perfectly frank, I did 2 years of college, but I got a deal in college. I quit college to do this, and I've been doing it for a while, since that time. And I was wondering, well, should I go back to school? Should I keep trying at this? And I felt very strongly that, within reason, as long as I could keep things floating along, that I should still be who I am and give that example to my son of never giving up and staying really tenacious and being creative. And I grew up in a gas station. At a gas station, it was the same property as our home, so I understand that thought of a family business, and that's how I've handled this whole process, and it's been amazing. So I'm just really grateful to be back doing what I love.
I'm guessing that process might have kind of spawned the name for the album?
That's right.
Okay, so that's kind of your life philosophy then.
Yeah.
So you worked with a KINK favorite, Brett Dennen, on this album. You want to explain his role in it and what it was like working with him?
Sure, yeah. I co-wrote the record with Brett Dennen. We were both signed to Downtown, and it was Josh Deutsch, the man who runs the whole thing. He put us together, and we got in a room, and we're both a little nervous, like, oh, what is this going to be like? But we immediately clicked, and we had a lot of fun doing it, and we talked about what the past couple of years and what that looked like and how that felt. And I said, I don't want to cry through this record. It was a big challenge, but I really want to claim the power that I discovered about myself, and again, the strength. We hadn't found Stronger yet, and Stronger was one of the first songs that we wrote together. It was really amazing.
And he had a hand in producing it as well.
Yes, yeah, he had a huge say in how things, were cultivated, because I felt so extremely close to the material because of the level of personal story. And I didn't want it to be too confessional because I really wanted others to relate to it. So he helped me bring the stories out for everyone, and we found ways to intertwine what was so personal to me as well as with what we hoped other people could find their experiences in.
I saw that you were mentioned in Entertainment Weekly, and it was kind of an odd comparison. Did you see that?
Yes, I didn't think it was that odd because we had drawn really deeply from the Fleetwood Mac records, but we were trying to make sure that we weren't just doing a throwback where, oh, this record is exactly what they were doing except in 2012. We were hoping that you could hear the influence without it sounding, too direct. And so I feel so privileged with that comparison. I hope to, in some way, live up to that.
So Fleetwood Mac, a big influence then?
On this record, absolutely, because we tied the content of the subject matter of all the songs together with a time in my life that was very free. I was craving that freedom, and there was this time in my childhood where I was listening to Fleetwood Mac and Tom Petty and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young and a lot of Canyon artists, and now I consider myself to be in the same environment as that community with the people that played on my record. Those musicians we've all lived in Laurel Canyon and Beechwood and all of that, and come together throughout the years as those musicians. Blake Mills was in Dawes when it was Simon Dawes, and he was on my first label with me. We toured the country. That's how we met, and we reconnected for this, and he played all over the record as well. So it's just so exciting for things to come full circle, both in my life and my musical history and also my personal work relationships. So it's very exciting.
Excellent. Well, let's hear some more music. Let's get some noise for Kate Earl.
Thank you.